Hello, nerds, and welcome to Nerds with Dice. I'm on the wrong page. We are playing Fields of Fields of the Dead, a Midwestern zombie apocalypse tonight. We are using the Walking Dead universe by Free League Publishing. I'm gonna send this over to my cast real quick so they can introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Cass. My pronouns are she, they. I'm continuing to play Charlie Cherry O'Callahan. Pronouns also she, they. If I sound a little rough, it's because I literally just got over a really bad cold with bad sinus congestion this week. And with that, I'll give it to Quinn.
Hey everybody, my name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns, and I am back playing Chase, who uses he, him pronouns.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. Today I am playing Eliza, whose pronouns are also she, her.
I guess that's me. I'm Faye. I use they, them, and I am playing Jonah Mitchell using he, him.
Hi everyone, my name is Worm. I use they, she pronouns. And today I'm playing Deborah, who uses she, her pronouns.
Ow. Sorry about that. And hi, I am Sophia Olivia Scott. I'll be your storyteller tonight. My pronouns are she, her, and we. All of our important links, of course, are in the chat right now. That's YouTube, merch, which is a little old and outdated, but it's there if you want to, help support the channel a little bit, and our Discord, of course. We have content warnings. You can use this for the general content warnings for the show, stuff that you can expect to see. Tonight, expect some horror vibes, expect some grief. Yeah, definitely those things. Of course, remember we have safety tools and stuff, and we've had discussions on what we think is okay at the table to keep ourselves safe. You should keep yourself safe as the viewer. And if you need to leave and come back or read the recap later, that is okay. We appreciate what time you can give us. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Deborah for our dearly departed monologue today.
Dear Mom and Dad, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My feet are numb as I'm walking down the highway here, but I got socks, Dad. I picked up some of your thick wool socks and stole some of your long johns, but those big boots are just a little too big on me. I was just a little bigger and sturdier than I was, Dad. I've been walking through Wisconsin for at least a week now, but things are just popping up in front of me. I can't find folks I can trust. I don't have Richard anymore. I don't have Cassie anymore. And Brenda and Bob I had to take care of. You know, I probably saw the last brown bear around here. It's just been getting colder and colder, the nights longer, which is why I think it might be both of your favorite season. I'm sorry I didn't save you in time. I'm sorry I couldn't come to Oshkosh to make sure that you and Mom are okay. I'm sorry you didn't hear me say goodbye one last time. You died thinking some type of way about your kid like me, and I can't take that back. I'll try better for me. I'll try better for whoever I stumble on and make my friends, my group. That's what you do, huh, Mom? The best anyone's known. You get into these social interactions and breeze by it. Everyone loved you. Mom, I loved you. I miss you. I love you both. And I'm sorry. I can't remember too long of poems, so this is a haiku that I wrote that's helping me get through my days. Numb feet trudge down roads. Laughing trees tumble away. Clear path to nowhere. That is mine.
Thank you for the dearly departed monologue. We actually are going to jump over to Cherry and Aiden first. You are on your way back, as you were at the end of the last episode. You hear the rumble first of all of these bikes going down the highway. You have maybe a couple minutes before they pass by you.
I grab Aiden's shoulder and point off in the brush. Like that's a lot of bikes. We don't want to be caught by whoever this is, probably.
Right, yeah. I think this stuff over here is thicker. Maybe it'll be better. So you head over to crouch behind this foliage. I'm not going to ask you to roll because they're on bikes. So if you have, pretty good coverage, they're not going to see you as they go by. They're not going super fast, but as fast as they can, but they have to weave around traffic and stuff. And 15, 20 bikes. It's hard to get an accurate count, but it's quite a few go by, riling up the nearby walkers with all the noise they're making. Let me see here. I do think I want to make you roll something. Actually, no. I'm realizing that doesn't work because you wouldn't recognize anybody anyways. The bike has, they have people with them that don't look like they're part of the group that you catch glimpses of, but I'm realizing that I have the wrong people over here. But yeah, that they go by, rile up a bunch of the walkers. Because of this, because they are riling them up, even though it's not technically about you, you are now in threat level 2.
Okay.
Which just means that the walkers are more active. They're going to, actively try to pursue you, assuming they see you.
Does that also mean we get stress?
Yes.
I think even knowing the walkers are riled up, we wait like 30 seconds, maybe a minute, to make sure there's very little chance of any of them turning back to look back behind them. Or if they do, they're far enough away that they wouldn't be able to tell us apart from maybe walkers. And I just kind of look at Aiden and very quietly I'm like, we need to get back to the hardware store. That was a big group. Holy shit.
Yeah, I'm... Shit. Are they... think they're in town here or just passing through?
Oh God, I hope they're just passing through, because a group that big could be real trouble for us if they plan on staying.
Yeah, we should go. Make sure everybody's safe, right?
Yeah, and we got to get back with, the food.
Yeah, absolutely. Are we jogging or running? Just walking fast?
I think we should just walk quickly. We want to try not to bring any walkers with us if we can avoid it. They are already, pretty active now.
Right. Yeah, let's do that. All right. With only a couple miles left anyways. Let's go.
And then I think, knowing that with what Aiden and I went to do, Cherry would have brought one of the walkies, even knowing that like we'd be out of range, but like with this news, she's glad she has it because she's gonna start like Morse coding as soon as they get within like that mile limit. Just the beep 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 beep, like to send a message to hopefully someone's paying attention at the hardware store.
I guess that is a question. Is Eliza paying attention, listening for the walkies?
Absolutely. Like, whenever Cherry would leave the Haven, she's probably always hovering around the walkies, or at least has one even on her, should she have to get away from where they have them all set up.
Then yeah, so you hear Morse code beeping over the radio.
She will instantly listen to it, kind of translate it in her head, and she'll use the walkie-talkie to beat back threat level question mark, just to see like what are we getting into.
I think it's the answer is like high question mark because unsure, but definitely like you get the message like large group, 20 on bikes, walkers active, like the short bursts of
And who's all in the Haven currently?
I know it was you and Marley. River is with Deborah and Chase and Jonah.
Mhm.
and Viv and Harley went with Dalton.
Yeah.
So it's basically just me, Marley, and Vivian, right?
No, Viv went
Vivian.
with Dalton
Oh, yeah.
and Harley.
Yeah, somebody had to be the responsible adult.
Oh no. Terrified.
But
So I think she will go up to Marley and kind of fill Marley in and say, this is a big group. We need to make sure all the lights are out in here. Double up the make sure there's no like newspaper space for anyone to look inside. Make it look like there's no one in here. And then she's going to go and get herself at least battle ready to watch out for when Cherry and Aiden get back and figure out a plan from there. And I think there's probably some sort of like signal they have, like whether it's like a certain color, like newspaper in the window, if that is for like danger. She will put that up for when Dalton, Vivian, and Harley get back, like to be like heads up, just like any warning she can give.
right. And just since we are, with Eliza here in the seat, you also heard the rumble go by on what would be West Claremont, which is the street on the other side of the shops, on the other side of the plaza.
Does it sound like they are like just driving through? Is it like, are they
Yeah.
patrolling?
Yeah, for you, it would have sounded like they drove through because they passed Cherry, so you heard them driving by, and it's you don't hear them now anymore. So it's not like they turned down a road closer to you or anything.
Okay. I think she'll still put that in the window just in case, and then she's gonna keep an ear out for listening. Does the rumbles start back up again? To make just to basically head on a swivel and keeping in mind that just because they're passing through now doesn't mean they won't come back later.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I mean, the window coverings also help protect against the walkers. So you've got a good setup already going, right? Because it keeps them. If they don't see you, they don't get excited about your presence in there. So now, the moment I think some people have been waiting for, in the basement. The doors are rattling. You can hear the moaning of the walkers on the other side. You are in a hallway, most of the way down it. It curves and goes down, and there's, other doors and such on the other side. There's the way you had to come back. But the doors are rattling. You can hear some of the wood break on the, crack as some of these doors aren't in great shape anymore. And nobody's been taking care of them or watching them or anything. So you can hear some of the wood cracking. We are going to jump into a flashback with Jonah. Jonah, you are in a house. The house itself doesn't matter. It's whatever house you made it to safe first. You have been here for a while now, but this is maybe Jonah's, not maybe, definitely Jonah's worst moment, right? You are on the floor in a hallway, or however this house is set up. You are against the wall next to a bedroom door, and that bedroom door rattles, and you hear the moaning of a walker behind it trying to get out.
I ignore it as best as I can. As my clutch tightens on the fabric that's in my hands. A jacket that was recently repaired from a tear that happened when it got caught on a fence. From a scratch that got through. And it's not the prettiest of stitches. Jonah is good at he's able to do what needs to be done to make sure that something stays useful. And he wanted Winter's jacket to be ready to be worn again.
Does Jonah stay there on the floor?
For a little bit. He knows that he's not going to stay here this night. Too many days. But he can't stay here. Not forever, but for a moment.
What happens when Jonah does leave?
stands outside the bedroom door, listening to the walker trying to get out. And his hand hovers at the doorknob. He knows what's behind the door. But he can't. And he leaves. He folds the jacket in front of that bedroom door and he leaves.
The door of this random house closes behind Jonah. And that sort of slamming shut of the door is punctuated by the present as the doors closest to the stairs give way and several walkers stumble into the hall, cutting off your way from the stairs.
To get back into the moment of this, can you remind me where? Because we had lost River a
Yeah.
little bit, right? Are we all back together now, or are we still?
We
Yeah.
found River because Jonah went after. I pushed the stress on that. I pushed the roll.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
I found Jonah. Or I'm Jonah. I found River. And then once we all had seen River and we're just meeting there is when the rattling from the things come up.
Okay, so we are all together, so we don't need to
Yes.
move. I was worried we were gonna get cut off from River by walkers. That was gonna be really
No.
bad.
We're cut off from our exit.
The question is, do we think there's another exit?
I feel like there has to be.
I mean, a university has to have multiple
exits.
exits for fire code reasons, so yes.
Yeah.
But are those exits also covered by walkers?
We don't know that yet. We have to try.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna find out right now.
Yeah. I don't want to take lead. I'll take back. If anything comes out of the doors, I'll make sure I'll take care of it. And I'll also pull River and drag them if I have to.
Yes, like seeing this in the moment, like the first thing was Jonah finding River, seeing River, but now that the walkers have kind of come in, Jonah's going to worry about finding an exit. So Jonah will take point, trusting that everyone can handle themselves, but Jeff definitely trusting that Deborah will be able to pick up in his blind spot.
I'm going to take out my machete and then direct Chase to follow Jonah.
Oh yeah,
I don't
Chase.
think-
Chase has no problem being in the middle here. No responsibility on. I'm not in the lead, and I'm not
Yeah.
like watching our backs. I'm good right here.
Yeah, and then I might shove River at you as well, so that I can have free hands to fight.
So, you head down the hall, go around that first corner that's there, I'm assuming?
Yeah, we can't go back, so only forward. And just for our audience at home, a reminder is that Jonah is using his axe right now. He has his axe out rather than the arrows.
About halfway down this hallway is a person. You cannot tell any features about them. They have like a long jacket on, a hood, something covering their face, so you can't really see any details. They have like a little tiny camping lantern, and they're waving at you to come down the hall. Though you know that there's not really anywhere else to go. Because again, you are threat level 3 and cut off from your exit, and those walkers are starting to, down the hall.
Yeah, I'm making the judgment call. I'm following that hit. So I pass the sort of wave to the rest of the group as I follow down.
All right. Everyone make a mobility roll.
Crepes. Shit.
Oh
No, please, please no. Please no.
no!
Oh.
Walker.
Oh, okay. But you succeeded once, so that's good. That's a good time. We're living life feeling free. I have 2 successes on 2 dice. I'm living.
I also have 2 successes on 2 dice.
Okay. So
We're gonna pick up your slack. Don't worry. Don't worry.
Deborah and Chase, River does not get any successes on their mobility roll, but I'm assuming between your extra successes, you can get them moving along down the hall. Jonah, you were successful. You are moving down this hall just fine. You can hear all the walkers behind all of these doors. You pass other like little hallways, deviations, sometimes even an open door. And as you're passing one of them, a walker lunges out of the door, slams into you, and you are pushed up against the wall, unable to use your fire axe yourself because it's the only thing keeping the walker from biting you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Jonah takes an extra stress.
Can I swing? Because I'm
Yes.
behind. Okay, awesome.
Yes. You can help out here and save Jonah.
Okay, taking a big swing. Okay, so that's 7 dice. Plus my stress. Okay. That's a 4 on my stress dice. That's a 4. Okay, I have 1 success.
Okay. You take out this lone walker, and y'all are able to pick Jonah up and head down this hallway. You see these signs now that are like, they're not glowing because there's no power, but they say exit, right? As you go, it's a little dark down here, but whoever this mysterious stranger has left you can get them for like caving and camping and backpacking and stuff, the little glow sticks, right? They've cracked a bunch of them and left them in the hall. And you can see just a little bit by their lantern as they are ahead of you. You can see them as they go clear out a few walkers as well. They have a machete as well. And then they stop, and you can see the exit sign above them pointing in one direction, and they're pointing you in that direction as well. Roll one more mobility roll.
I got a success! And a 2 on my stress die.
I got 3 successes, which is great. I also got a 1 on my stress die.
I was in the back waiting.
But I'm really fast, though.
Jonah, why are you covering your eyes?
Because of this, I got no successes, but I also got no walkers. But like, this situation is so.
The good news is so Jonah's a little rattled after getting slammed around by that walker, but everybody else has enough successes they can lend you a success to get you through, right?
Yeah.
That's stuff you can do with extra successes. You also got to give River one again, keep them going. You get to this corner, you round this corner. Um, Chase, as everybody is going around this corner, you're moving so fast. Come around the corner, you don't see it. There are a bunch of like supply cases that are like right around the corner. You come around the corner a little too fast. You hit your shin on them and fall. Take 1 damage. And just to make it a little more fun, there are a couple of walkers coming out of a classroom. Chase is not in immediate danger, but you are on the ground about 5 feet from them. Deborah, Jonah, and the stranger are all there to potentially save you if they would like to try.
Yes,
100%.
I'm running.
As soon as I hear the thud and I see Chase on the ground, it's I'm going for any sort of danger. Clear the danger, then help Chase up.
No thoughts, just running, and then I kind of call to Jonah. Let's get him in the 1-2, and then I swing my machete.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So I success, but I also messed up.
Whoa.
That's the story
Yeah.
of tonight. Succeed, but also mess up.
They were both on my stress dice.
I will say I rolled 4 1s, but they were not on my stress dice. I rolled a 6 on my stress dice, so technically it's critical. Can I also? Is this a situation where I'm at against all odds?
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to use my ability or my talent. I'm sorry. Backed against the wall, so now I get an additional damage every time I swing
Okay.
while in this scene.
Um, just I'll let you use it, and we'll apply that to more than one walker. Technically, all walkers are 1 damage. If you successfully hit a walker, you take them out.
Sweet. Sweet.
People, on the other hand, are what you want extra damage for. However, I like to apply the extra damage to multiple walkers because it looks cooler
Yeah.
to me. So, Deborah, you take out a couple of these walkers. Jonah, you take one out, and another one grabs you. But the stranger steps in and slices that one before it has a chance to bite your arm. It comes at you from like the side, right? And it's about to get you. This stranger takes it out, um, pulls Chase up, and is pointing. You can see the exit door. This was the last classroom before that exit door. You can see the sunshine outside. Do you want to run for it?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go. You had enough successes on that last mobility roll. You survived the messing up. You make it to the exit door.
Can I, because I'm taking up the back, can I just try to get at least a face on the person that just helped us?
When do you do this?
I think I'll be at the door holding it, and I'm gonna turn around instead of taking it up the stairs.
Yeah. So when you get up to this door and you're about to leave and you turn around. They're gone.
Okay. Okay, we gotta go. And then I just run up the stairs. And then are Jonah and Chase just gonna run out?
I'm going to make sure that Chase has support.
Okay. I'm gonna try to catch up and then like try to stop you from going outside. Because we still have the loud noise from outside from before. So. And then I'd like to look out a window. The closest window to where we are to see if there's anyone outside. Or if I hear them still outside.
You don't hear the bikes anymore. You do see a couple of walkers that have like stumbled out of some of the trees and places that you didn't see them before, but no immediate danger.
Okay. So we can make a break for it, or we can wait for these walkers to get out of here. And then I'm gonna look directly at River and say, "Where the fuck did you go?"
I seen the science labs. I was just trying to get some stuff that I could do. I thought I could do something that could help.
Did you talk to any single one of us about where you were going? Or did you just wander off?
Everybody.
Everybody will. No. So we're a group, we're together. And then what you just did almost got us all killed. Okay? So that's not good enough for me.
I was trying to help.
I understand you're trying to help, but in the process, you almost killed all of us.
I think I understand why you're being so harsh, but River, you really can't run off like that. I know what you were thinking. I know you wanted to help. But we were all worried. Especially when we realized we didn't know where you were. We didn't see where you had gone.
Okay. Yeah, I messed up. I get that. We should leave, right? Like there was a lot of those things in there. We can like doesn't look like there's too many outside right now. Like we can probably make a break for it, right? Because I don't want to stay this close to what was inside.
I would also like to try and get out of here.
Me too.
I would like to just quickly take a breather. I'm gonna go look outside because there were engines outside, and I just want to make sure that they're not out there still.
No,
So
that,
you all,
that makes sense.
yeah, y'all stay inside. I'll go outside real fast, and I'll be right back.
Make a scout roll.
Okay. Great. That's awesome. Okay, 2 on my stress dice and a single success.
Okay. Nothing to report. The like any bikes or noises. You don't see any people. You are successful. And you see quite a few like not quite a few, a handful of walker stragglers, around that, it seems like some of the buildings might have some, but you're not 100% sure on that without like going inside or anything, but immediate danger outside is pretty low.
Okay. I'm gonna just poke my head back in and just motion for everybody to come out.
Jonah will quickly look to Chase and how's you like? It sounded like you got banged up pretty good.
Oh, It's like it hurts a little bit. It's fine. Like I can still. I mean, definitely walk, and I can move fast if I need to.
Okay. And Jonah's gonna wait till River and Chase get out before taking the rear.
Where are you headed?
I want to head back to the hardware store, so I'm gonna look at Jonah. Do you need an escort back? Would that make you feel better?
No, I think I need to just clear my head. Stay safe.
Yeah, no, me too. Based on that encounter, can I make Jonah my anchor, my PC anchor?
If Jonah is okay with that.
Jonah?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah!
Can I make Deborah mine?
Yeah!
As you are discussing splitting up, just about to potentially go your separate ways, whatever it is, Jonah, you spot Chloe and Alice sprinting towards you across the campus.
Immediately, like at attention, I'm gonna run to meet them.
Do you want us to stay?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna figure it out. Just wait a moment and I'll signal if I need you guys.
Absolutely.
And as I reach Chloe and Alice, it's like full worry. What's going on? What happened?
Chloe, eyes big, says really fast, Jonah, we can't find Presley.
What do you mean you can't find Presley?
He said that they were. We're gonna go out and check some of the cars for batteries, and I'm sorry, but like, we heard the noises and we went out to look, and we couldn't find Presley.
Okay. Just do you know which direction Presley went last winter? I know you said he was going to look for check the cars for batteries, but I need to know where they went.
Mark just said south,
South.
down one of the streets.
I can work with South. And both of you are safe. You're not hurt.
We're fine. Just
Okay.
just Presley.
All right. Get back to the Spectrum and tell them that I'm going to go look for Presley.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
I'm going to walk back to the others. And Thank you for waiting. I need to go looking. One of ours went missing. I'm gonna. In case anything happens, please look out for the spectrum. And he says that looking at Deborah.
Yeah, that's not a problem. Which direction are you heading?
South.
We'll take you as far as we can before we have to break off to the hardware store.
I appreciate that.
Not a problem.
I'm not gonna lessen any stress because I'm already stressed from losing Presley. So even a conversation with Deborah, I don't think can help at this moment.
You go as far as you can, and you split off. Chase, you are well. River's there, but you are mostly alone with Deborah. Do you want to have a conversation with Deborah while you have a chance?
Yeah, after we split off from Jonah as we're walking back, um, Chase, like, getting hurt kind of shook Chase out of what the weird, like, funk that he was in earlier, where he was kind of not really totally paying attention, and then he slid around a corner and tripped, and so he was, like, a little bit more in it, a little bit more present. But as you're walking back, he kind of looks distracted again. And then very out of nowhere, like, he turns to you, Deborah. It's just like, hey, you like go out all the time, right? Like, you're always out, like, killing stuff, and then
I thought that was a secret. Okay. Yeah. I do that to release stress sometimes.
I mean, I guess I didn't know you were killing stuff, but like I don't know what else you would be doing, and you come back and you're different when you come back. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing, maybe for you.
Chase, just whatever you have to say, just say it, okay? We don't need to be weird and awkward about this. It's gonna be okay.
Well, so just like, so you are out a lot. What's like the farthest away you've ever gone from the hardware store?
Maybe 2-3 miles. It's not far. Why?
Have you ever been like across town? How far is it across town? I gotta go back and look at the map.
Crosstown's probably like 10 miles. That's very far from the hardware store, though. Why are you leaving the hardware store?
I have to go find someone.
Okay. Can I help it anyway, or?
I don't know, like, I don't know with everything else that's going on right now if I should ask, if I can ask any of you to come with me. Like, I think that maybe they need you here, and traveling 10 miles across town is going to be a really far trip.
Yeah, it is. I'm very happy to go with you. Depending, obviously, what happens back at the hardware store, because everything with the bikers we have to figure out. Who are you going to see? If you don't have to answer that,
No, it's fine. I got a message on the radio, and I think that my boyfriend is in a building across town. The message is really garbled, so I don't know, like, exactly. But I feel like I probably need to leave, you know, today, if I'm gonna be going that far, because it's like really far.
And
to
so
travel.
he's in immediate danger?
I couldn't really tell. I think so.
Okay. Do you want to bring this up with the group when we get back? Or are you just more comfortable just talking to one person?
I mean, I don't know if like, I mean, it's not anyone else's problem really. Like,
Chase, you're part of this group. I consider you family. We can bring it up with everybody.
okay. I mean, there's just like there's so much other stuff happening, and like to take anyone away when we've got the bikers that we just ran into, and the stuff going on with Spectrum, and your brother-in-law who's here, and the two giant hordes that are approaching the town. It just feels like a really bad time to leave and to have anyone else leave, but I just don't have enough information to know if I can wait, and I feel like I probably shouldn't.
Okay. I can talk to Cherry and Eliza if you'd like. But I mean, is this why you've been so spacey today?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Okay.
Like, I got the information right before we were already planning on leaving, and
Okay.
we already were going somewhere, and I needed to, like, I think, process everything, and, like, I didn't even know if he was still alive until, like, right now.
Yeah.
But it sounded like he can't come to me. Like, it sounded like maybe the area that he's in is surrounded or something, which means it probably is not, like, the safest place to travel to. Um,
Okay. I feel very confident that you can do this. But I would prefer someone to go with you if you're gonna do this. If it's me, it's me. If it's not, it's not.
yeah, I mean, I would prefer to not be by myself all the way across town. Like, I think, I mean, I'm pretty, believe it or not, when I try, good at being quiet, and not being noticed. It's how I made it here in the first place.
Yeah.
I am better at that than actually fighting anything. I'm better at that because I don't want to have to fight anything. So I should be okay, but yeah, I don't know if going all the way across town. I'd probably get lost anyways.
Yeah.
Going by myself.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If this is someone you care about, then for me, it's someone that I care about. So.
Good. Thanks. Yeah. No, I know. I mean, I figured everyone would be okay with it, but I don't know. There's just a lot going on, so
Yes. And it's okay to talk about it. We have the time, between now and the hardware store. So it's okay that you said all of this. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, even just for like offering to come with me, even if you don't wind up being the person who does. Yeah.
Here for you, bud.
Muted.
You back. You can see the hardware store in front of you. Cherry and Aiden have maybe been back 5-10 minutes. Not very long, but you've been back. I think you're muted or something. Still can't hear you.
I decided I didn't click the button twice in a row. Yeah, with that 5 or 10 minutes, we get back and as much as I know there's like stuff to handle, so much of the group is not here. That I give Aiden whatever stuff from the fishing and foraging that I was carrying, and I'm just like, hey, handle this for me. I need to go talk to Eliza.
Yeah, he takes all the fish. He'll go clean it and take care of that.
Eliza's pacing inside of like every now and then peeking out, then walking back and forth, and then peeking out, and then just continuous.
So Cherry and Aiden will come in, and Cherry will find you pacing, and she's just like, hey, come here, and she puts her hand out for you to take, and she leads you towards the back a little bit, not all the way back to where like their sleeping area is, but just far enough away that they're not up front. Listen, I know there's a lot happening, and I don't know how much is worth saying till we get more of the group back, but I just wanted to you had a really hard night the other night,
Yeah.
and I go ahead.
I fell on my butt in the field green of the college, and it was stupid. And I'm still I haven't had that balance issue in forever, and I just wasn't careful. I wasn't careful. I didn't see the crack in the floor. These walkers just came right out, and it just spooked me, and it fell on my butt.
I mean, things happen, but and she kind of puts her hand next to your face. Lilac, you can ask us for help. Marley'd be more than happy to take a little bit more over if you need, or like we're here for you. I'm here for you. I know I can't make the pain go away, and sometimes even the meds don't help, but like we'll survive together, all of us.
I don't like not being able to do as much as I want to.
I know.
And I know I should ask for more help. I get that. It's just I don't even know where to start even, and Marley just lost a Marisol, and I don't want to put anything else on people's plates, and
I know. And you've always been the tough one.
I don't know about that.
You're not wrong that Marley just lost Marisol, but also we all just lost Marisol. We're all dealing with that. And if you need an extra hour to sit or lay down, I'm sure Marley would be more than happy to help take over something. If you need me to not be in the bed because it's, hurting your hips or anything, I know the pain gets bad some nights. Like, and she just kind of like rubs your cheek.
And she'll just take your hand, and she just says, I don't know how I would sleep even half as well if you weren't right next to me. I think then I'd be down to 1 hour, and I don't want to see an Eliza on 1 hour. That would be really bad. 4-hour Eliza we can handle, but
I mean, we did that when you were getting ready to get your nursing degree.
Oh God. I don't even think they produce half the amount of Red Bull anymore that I would need. So Thank you. And she'll just kind of like reach up on her tippy toes and take Cherry in for a kiss in the back and just kind of give a long hug for a minute, and then she'll just kind of stand back down and just say, "Oh, should we check if Chase and the others? I feel should we go out and try and find them, or?"
That I think is worth talking with Marley about and deciding what to do next. Yes.
Okay. And she'll just kind of like take Cherry's hand and walk towards where the other people are situated.
And that makes for good timing for Deborah and Chase to get back.
I feel like honestly Deborah's gonna kind of barge in. She's kind of like, okay, is everyone here? Are we out here? And then I'm gonna like let Chase in, River in. I'm not gonna look at River, but I'm just gonna give a quick nod to Chase while I walk over to Cherry and Eliza. Okay. Pretty normal, but we almost died, but it's okay, we're fine.
What do you mean you almost died?
We were at the university, met up with Jonah, scouted some stuff out. We were in a building, had a little incident with River. River got away, said something like a project that they were working on, and the supplies were in the basement. And then there were what I assume are bikes outside, like right outside the building. And then there were walkers in every single room in the basement. And so we almost died in the basement. So that's what I mean. But we're out and we're fine. Jonah's fine. River and Chase tripped, but Chase is fine otherwise. Just needs to rest a little, maybe go see Marley really fast. Did you all see anything, or we just heard a lot of engines while we were going down the stairs?
They drove right past Aiden and I.
How many were there?
There were 20. 20 of them all on bikes.
Okay. When we found Dalton originally, I had a quick conversation with him about his wife and kid. Sadly, both are deceased now, but they said bikers in this area are not good. So.
Well, hopefully they're just passing through. I noticed. I didn't notice any like one specific person, but some of them definitely didn't look like bikers. I'm not sure if they were newer to whatever the group's doing, or maybe, God, who knows what they could want people for.
Okay. Okay. I might take the roof tonight. Kind of try to pick up what you saw, if that's all right.
Yeah, you can take that new lever action that we, or the Henry lever action that we took from the Shopco.
Yeah, for sure. I can take that up. Did everything go fine here, Eliza?
They passed through. I've been listening to see if they were trying to case any locations, but there hasn't been any sound of motors. The walkers in the area definitely are unsettled, but you saw that firsthand.
Yeah.
And I think Eliza is just checking over Chase like a worried mom. would of like looking at your arms, like shoving your little sweatshirt up, being like checking for any bruises or anything.
And then there was like, oh, so that's why you put the newspaper on the front. Sorry for barging in. I didn't connect those dots fast enough. Sorry about that.
I'm just happy that everyone is safe, okay? I literally, Cherry and I were just talking, and I was about ready to just go and find you all, so.
Happy we could barge in.
You said you were with Jonah. Where did he go?
Jonah, two of Jonah's folks came from the Spectrum, and one of them is missing on the south side here. So, Jonah will be in the area. So, if anything happens or he needs a place to stay and I spot him all, if it's okay, I'd like to offer our spot again, just for the night.
We really need a way to get a hold of the Spectrum in a short notice.
Yes, we do. And there's
They
no
are-
more walkies.
They are close enough that a walkie probably would work, as long as they don't pace out of range.
Sweet.
Elevation question. So, how tall up is the hardware store versus like if we potentially had like some makeshift flag system, would they be able to see? Okay.
No,
Gotcha.
because I'm trying to think. I mean, this is a fictionalized version of everything, but the university buildings and such are in the way, as well as some trees and stuff would cut you off. And I also think technically where the university is and stuff is technically a little bit of or on the not the university, Main Street area is a little bit on a hill behind it. So no, if you had like a range extender, the university buildings are nice and tall and would be perfect for that for the walkie-talkies, but flags would not work.
So could this mean that we're expediting our move?
This is an awful place to defend, to be
I agree
fair.
with that.
But also, you just said the campus is still full of zombies.
We'll find a floor. There's enough dorms. There's like 4 or 5. There'll be beds.
Unfortunately, I think that we are at the point where we have to start taking some risks, although I don't know necessarily we want to do it right away. But, Cherry, we can't. If those bikers figure out we are here, you know as well as I do.
That's true, but I mean, if we're going to do that, I'd rather pack up and head over to the Spectrum and group up with them, and then at least we can all protect each other.
Yeah, we can definitely start there. We can make the campus our end goal, and then I can talk to Jonah and Tasha.
And we need Viv and Harley back real bad.
Yeah, where is Dalton, by the way? Who's that asshole?
Yeah, well, Dalton's with Viv and Harley. They ran off to find fireworks.
Yeah, but
They're going to be a bit.
we all looked at the same time.
Yeah, but they had farther to go to find fireworks.
That was more just Cherry being like, "Wow, we picked a real bad time to send 3 different groups out to do things."
Yeah.
And then finally, after all of this, Cherry's like, "So, Chase, how are you doing?"
I'm fine. Yeah, I'm fine. I think Chase has kind of just been like letting you, Eliza, like look him over. I think at first when he came in, he like went to go and try and like wrap up his leg himself, and then you immediately came over and were just like, no, absolutely not. And he gave like a second of like, I'm fine, and was like, I'm just gonna let this happen. Like, there's no use trying to stop any of this. It'll be over faster if I just let you make sure that I'm okay. So yeah, he's just like, yeah, I'm fine. Right, Eliza, like, all good.
I mean, far better than I would have suspected from hearing what you went into. You need to be careful with that ankle, though. It's okay right now, but another scuffle like that, and you're going to have a hard time getting around how you need to.
Yeah, I will try not to trip with the same ankle for the next several days.
Which means taking it easy.
I hear that. And I know that that probably is the best thing for my ankle.
And your
But-
general well-being and the well-being of the Haven.
She just kind of like looks at Deborah like.
Do you want me to say something? Or do you want? I can do it.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then if you say that, Deborah's just gonna go right next to you and just like be supportive.
Yeah. So about that and like taking it easy. I think I need to leave and go across town for a bit. I'll be back, obviously, hopefully. But before we left to go on our scouting mission, I mean, I didn't get, I guess wasn't like intended for me. I overheard a message on one of the walkie-talkies that was like left on, from my boyfriend who I didn't know was alive. And he's across the town, and I think in trouble, and I need to go and get him.
I'm sorry. Did you just say you want to go across town?
Okay, Eliza. It's okay. Take some deep breaths. This is love. Chase really wants to save, you know?
Uh-huh.
His boy, it's gonna be okay, I think.
Yeah.
Chase is old enough, you know. I mean, okay, Eliza, just take some deep breaths. I can support Chase. I'm very happy to go. You know, be the muscle while Chase does all the sneak, you know? I don't know if that would make you feel better.
I mean this in the nicest way. Chase, you don't know how to sneak.
I know how to sneak better than I know how to fight. Which is statistically true.
That's not saying anything, Chase.
That is true, though. Like, I'm.
Oh, it's true.
And like, Deborah knows how to fight. And Deborah knows how to fight really well.
I do know how to fight really well.
So maybe if Deborah goes with me.
Yeah.
I think like under his breath towards like hopefully so that just you hear Deborah Chase is like, this is why I told you first.
It's a great plan. See, it'll be fine. Chase and I go. Chase knows who we're looking for. I make sure all the walkers stay at bay. And then along the way also like do some quick like, you know, this is how you fire a gun better than you do, which is not very good. But anyway, and like here's how you swing a stick so that you can eventually get a machete in your hand. You know?
Okay,
I
and
have a machete.
is that happening
put it
before
away.
you all leave or during?
We can do before and during. Yes, Jerry?
I have above table question. Did we we kept Marisol's stuff, like the bow and arrows?
Yeah.
So while this part of the conversation's going on, it sort of seems like Cherry's not paying attention, which Chase is probably used to. And then Chase is like, just Deborah and I can go. It's fine. It's fine. And then Eliza's like, Chase, you don't even know how to fight. You don't know how to sneak. And Cherry comes back over with Marisol's bow and arrow and just holds it out to Chase. Well, we can't tell you no. You're gonna just leave if you want to leave. But I'd feel better if you had something like this. I don't know if guns are loud. I haven't had enough time to train you. A bow and arrow might serve you better. And they're just... I think Marisol would appreciate someone using them.
Yeah. I mean, I know this is really bad timing, and that there's a lot of stuff going on, and it would be a bad time for Deborah to leave because she's really useful to have around. But I don't know how much danger he's in, and so I don't know how long I can wait. And I would hate to be too late and get there after something has happened.
And there's just a moment where Eliza starts calming herself down, and she just says, I understand that you are going to do what you are going to do. You are an adult. I mean this in the nicest way I can possibly say it, but your boyfriend's probably dead. I mean this in the nicest way. He is probably dead.
I put my arm around Chase.
I take Eliza's hand to try to be like I know what you're trying to do here, but maybe. Oof.
Eliza is not handling this well, or the way an adult should handle this. This is absolutely a reactionary of, oh my god, too much today. Absolutely not.
I'll take Chase. You can talk to Eliza, and then we'll reconvene in the morning.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, great. Chase, let's go outside. Let's get some fresh air. Let's look out for the see if there's any of the bikers outside.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Y'all separate for a bit. We're going to flash over to Jonah really quick here. Jonah, you're heading south.
Yep.
Doesn't take you long. As you go, you see Presley's backpack. Set on top of a vehicle. And just sat there, he took it off and set it up on there. Did that. And you don't see Presley.
I guess I'd like to do a bit of scouting to see if I can find any trace of M.
Roll scout roll then.
I'm already at 3 stress.
Do you want to push?
Yeah, I want to push it. Okay, 2 successes, but I rolled a walker.
Oh, okay. Okay. 2 successes. You find Jonah. You find Presley. him is sitting on the ground, sort of hiding behind a vehicle, cradling one of their arms, bleeding.
I'm on my knees immediately, and I'm here. I'm here. What happened?
Joe, oh, Jonah, oh, thank God. I I slipped and cut my arm on a piece of glass.
Okay, just glass. I can work with that.
It does look
And-
pretty bad.
Can I want to roll medicine just to kind of like
Yep.
cover the wound.
Yes, you can do that.
No!
Jonah, you try to bandage.
My hands are shaking. There's just like so much like anxiety in Jonah right now. And it's like he remembers just like the simple first aid that you learn with scouting and things like that, but right now everything is like the adrenaline from the encounter with the walkers, the adrenaline of not knowing where Presley was. It's causing like his like a physical shake in him.
You bandage. You do have a success here, so you bandage successfully. The problem is it's much worse than you thought it was, and it's covered. The bandages are there, but it immediately starts to soak through.
We gotta get you back.
You
We found.
are closer to the hardware store.
I, let's just get you up, and we're gonna get you somewhere safe.
Okay, yeah.
I'm going to grab Presley's pack. I'm going to hold that, and I'm walking like right next to him. I'm like full like bulwark mode. Like I don't want anything like coming towards them.
Yeah. Get here. Takes you a few minutes, but you see Deborah and Chase outside as you get closer to the hardware store.
Okay, Chase, just take some deep breaths, okay? I don't think if you heard your boyfriend, he's probably alive. So just it's gonna
Yeah,
be
that was just like it was just before we left. Like it wasn't that long ago. Like I know
Yeah.
he's probably like in danger, but
yes.
that
So he's in danger, so that means that because he's in danger, he's alive, okay? So everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure this out. We'll get to it.
But then like shouldn't we leave like now? Like why are we waiting?
It's too close to night. We should leave in the morning. We need to have as much daylight as possible.
But
We need
Is it-
help.
Jonah? Whoa. Okay.
You-
This
you-
Presley? I don't remember who Presley is. I'm so sorry.
This is Presley. It's Eliza. I know that Eliza was doing a lot of the care. Is she
Yeah.
available?
I don't know if she's available, but she's inside if you want to take Presley in. Right
Yeah.
away.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah,
And-
of course.
Yeah, into the hardware store and like frantic eyes trying to find Eliza.
Eliza, Marley, Jay, everybody inside, right? Jonah
Yep.
bursts in with a bleeding Presley, and this feels really, really familiar. And that's where we're gonna go to break.
I didn't even realize that.
We will be back in a little bit. Make sure you get up, drink some water, do all the things. We'll see you in a little bit. Hello and welcome back, nerds. Presley's arm is bleeding. The last time that this happened, it was a shoulder wound, but it's maybe becoming too much of a habit that somebody's bursting in bleeding. Marley jumps up, ready to go. What does Eliza do?
Eliza's in motion. I think there's a moment of uh, seeing double for a second, um, where she sees Jonah and where Presley's face is, she sees another face, and then it just changes for a second because there's just sleep deprivation is getting to her, and then she's just like, there's a moment where she's frozen when she sees Jonah bring Presley in, and then as she sees Marley moving out of the corner of her eye, it just kind of shakes her out of it, and she just goes into go mode, just shoving it down, uh, and is going to get the med bags.
It was glass. It's not a bite. It, I tried to patch it up, and it kept bleeding.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is a big cut to try and manage with a small first aid kit. You are doing fine. And she'll just kind of follow, doing wherever Marley isn't, she is checking over. And I think a protocol, at least Marley and her have, is even if they're told there isn't a bite, they still check for it. I feel like they've learned the hard way in their own personal situations before joining the Haven, the cost of not. And so I think it ended up that she is checking over the arm to make sure that if Presley had used glass to cover up a bite, she's trying to check and make sure that's not the case. Oh, you're muted, Sophia.
Sorry, roll medicine.
I think it's also at this moment that Deborah kind of comes in. I don't know if Chase will follow, but
I think so. I think normally Chase would be like hovering over Eliza at this point, obviously because of medical situation, but I think that because no one's really paying attention to him in this emergency, he goes back over to the wall and is looking at the map that he'd been looking at a little bit earlier.
One success.
You find some bruises. You examine the cut. There's no. I mean, it's a little jagged. It's not like perfectly clean because it's slipping and falling on glass, but it's the edges of the wound are too clean to be a bite.
There's no
Is-
like infection lines or anything that we're used
Exactly.
to. Okay. There's a moment where she just kind of takes a deep breath and just like there's this wave of calm of like this is just some normal injury, not something else. And her eyes get a little glossy, and then she just kind of snuffs her nose for a minute, just wipes away a quick tear, and then just continues going back to work, patching Presley up.
Yeah. It's great, and it takes some time. And Marley sets up a line, but you get Presley stitched up. The biggest risk now is, of course, infection, but some rest and some fluids, and Presley will be fine.
Eliza will go to Jonah and just say, it's all okay. He doesn't, it's not a bite cover up, which is what I was really worried about.
It wouldn't lie. No.
It wasn't. So, and we got him stitched up, and he just needs to rest. We've got fluids. The main thing that you're going to need to keep track of is whether an infection starts. And I know we picked up some antibiotics the last time we were at the Walgreens, so we can share some of that with you guys.
And then I've got the ones that we found.
Yeah, save those until it's really bad.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
powerful
those
stuff.
those are the good ones, but yeah, okay.
You and Presley can definitely stay here tonight, Jonah.
More than welcome.
Thank you.
I know this is probably the worst time to ask about all of this. We have some information on the bikers that just came through, and there's 20. And quite frankly, if we are divided here, we can't really give you all information when we see things. We propose the idea of potentially moving some of our stuff towards Spectrum to be closer together. We won't be able to take on that group unless we are together.
No, 20 is. It would be better if we were together, yeah. I'm sure that making the moves, even though they're sooner than we originally thought, won't be an issue.
Our goal being to clear the university, but after what you found, that is going to take time.
Yeah. It's doable. Yeah, that's an effort. But we've got space at Spectrum
Okay.
until then.
I think if we're being honest, Spectrum is a lot easier to defend on the storefront at the moment. So,
And larger.
have you heard of anything on the other side of town?
I don't know. I've been with Spectrum for a bit now, and I was mainly moving where I needed to before.
We have someone at our haven that wants to go find a old companion on that side of town. So it's fine. Last time I was out there, it was not a great place. So
Um, I guess the best thing you can do is prepare them for the worst.
I don't think they're ready to hear that answer.
None of us are.
Well, Presley's should be okay. You want to talk to him at all? He'll need to be on um, the IV line for a little while just to build his blood pressure back up. But
Yeah, I'll go check in on him. Um,
are you okay? I know it's a loaded question right now.
I'm not, but I can't break.
Welcome to the club.
So with that, Jonah, who has been watching this entire time, like while he wasn't like right over Eliza and Marley's shoulder, he was never too far. He was watching all of this. Um, very much waiting room behavior. Steps up to Presley, gives a small smile, crossing his arms to kind of hide the still shaking hands. Um, hey, kid. You look a lot better.
Yeah. Thanks for coming to get me.
You know I would.
I didn't mean to go so far away.
I'm not upset, Presley. I was scared. Still kind of am, but I'm not upset. We're gonna rest here tonight, and then we'll make our way back to Spectrum with the light.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm kind of tired.
Oh, that makes sense. And then, sort of just steeling himself enough, placing a hand on Presley's shoulder. Get some good rest.
I will. Thank you. You definitely notice too, like Presley's a little bit like Presley's also obviously scared, a little bit like shocked at like how this ended and stuff, and just definitely overwhelmed.
Deborah comes up behind Jonah and puts a hand on your shoulder and says, I hear you don't like to take breaks, and I'm heading up to the roof if you want to come.
It might do me some good.
Yeah, let's do it.
you do head up there. We are going to do a quick little flashback before we get to that scene. I honestly thought this flashback was going to be more for Cherry, but I think it works really well now as an Eliza flashback. But you're both there. You had found some sort of sanctuary, whether it is your first, like the first place, like, some sort of government setup, that they first set up for everybody or whatever. Eliza, you are helping with whatever medical staff are there, right? Because they need that. Jerry, you might be helping with security, but that is up to you. There is a young girl you would eventually come to know as Vivian that is been around. And there are a lot of people here. And on this particular day, there is a problem. Somebody has lied about being bitten, said it was something else, and everybody was in too much of emergency mode to stop and really check. And they turned, and this camp is slowly becoming panic, right? As one person becomes two, and so on and so forth. Eliza, you were there. You seen this person, kind of, you seen them wake up at first. Do you run for Cherry immediately when you see this? When you see them get up as a walker and bite another nurse?
The first thought for most healthcare workers would be to help the other healthcare workers. That's not Eliza's, unfortunately. Yeah, she'd definitely be running for Cherry. To at least they usually had come up with a signal for when something like this could possibly happen. And I think like one of the main reasons like we were hesitant to come to a big area like this, but I think Eliza knew that her sister and her family would probably come to a place like this thinking it would be safer. So I think they've been kind of like waiting potentially to see if they'll make sure that that side of the family is okay. But no, sister hasn't shown up yet. It figures. She's kind of cursing under her breath as she runs over to Cherry. And she's still got her scrubs on. She's just kind of thrown her gloves and immediately goes up to Cherry and says, "We need to go, and we need to go right now. Okay, get your stuff, and we can't wait here any longer. It's all going to hell."
I definitely think, and even in a camp of this size, like that kind of panic spreads fast. So I think like Cherry's already got their bag on and their rifle strapped on their chest and is like gathering up Eliza's bag for them, for her. You're right. Yep, we've got to go. We Did you see that? Did you see that girl around?
Yeah, she had just been let out of the main med tent about an hour or so ago. She shouldn't be too far from here. I wouldn't normally ask, but she acts so much like how Juniper does, and I can't leave her.
I know. I don't want to leave her either.
Okay.
Like shoving your bag at you and like kind of wrestling it over your shoulders.
She takes it, and at this point, she would be a lot more comfortable using guns. So she even has like her uh, a rifle strapped to her, a handgun on her thigh, and starts running.
You as you start going, you find Vivian. She is sort of she standing, you know, in the middle of the panic. She's frozen. She doesn't know what to do. You know, everybody has different reactions. You can see a few other people are sort of frozen among the panic. But you see her there, frozen among a few of the bodies. You have to sort of fight against the current of people.
I think Cherry gets there just ahead of Eliza and grabs Viv's shoulders and trying to stay calm, trying to appear friendly still. Come on, kid, we gotta go. It's time to go.
She looks at you with wide eyes and uh yeah, okay. Uh where are we going?
I don't have that part of that plan out, but we're going out nearest exit.
Okay.
Is there anything you need to grab?
I I don't have anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Eliza will take the gun off of her leg and just say, "Do you know how to use this?"
Um a little.
Okay, great. Hopefully you won't have to, but just in case, it's loaded, ready, and she shows the safety real quick. Keep it on until you need to use it. Don't put your finger on the trigger. We have to go. It'll be okay, right?
Yeah. Okay. You start to head for an exit, and I think if y'all, if specifically if maybe both or one of you is okay, at some point Vivian grabs one of your hands as like a guiding hand out of this camp.
I do think because of one of the talents I have, I think this fits narratively with because I do not take stress from seeing others commit acts of violence or committing them myself. In this instance, I think knowing how much worse it's going to make the situation for everyone trying to stay in camp, Cherry fires off a couple shots from their assault rifle to get everyone out of the way, even though that's kind of a terrible thing to do. But all that matters is Eliza and now Viv.
People scatter away, clearing a path out of here. They've set up like a makeshift barrier to make a cordoned off area, but it's not a permanent set of walls or anything. It's much like the university, right? It's fence and weights, and it's that sort of temporary fencing that you can quickly put up, right? And weights to hold it in place, but you can push it aside and get out of here. You run off into the unknown at this point, which will, eventually become the hardware store, but you get away safely. Is there anything you'd like to add to the end of this flashback?
Um, I think potentially as they are leaving this area, potentially the camera sees the first glimpse of her family, kind of like waiting at like where they were supposed to get their entry tickets. And I think that she's able to kind of grab her sister and start running uh, with her niece, or her nibbling and her nephew with her.
Okay. I like that detail. We fade out of this flashback. Deborah and Jonah, you went up to the roof to hang out and talk.
The first thing that Jonah does when they get onto the roof is he takes his glasses off. Um, and he's rubbing down the face. The scar kind of pulls a little bit. He twists at the ring on his left hand. He does all these small things to try and get out the anxiety that is still pulsing through him.
So, Jonah, we've all lost folks. That's what this is. That is what has led up to this very second. I know for me, talking about it sometimes works. And I know sometimes it helps to hear someone else talk first. So I don't know if you want to kind of have the roof to, talk about stuff, or if you want me to start.
Why don't you start?
Yeah. There were 4 of us. My ex-husband had managed to park our cars kind of at the end of the cul-de-sac, to kind of make sure that no one could come in with their cars, at least. There were a lot of looters at that time. I tried everything that I could for everybody in that cul-de-sac, but people come in, people come out. Walkers don't drive, and I went to go check on the other 2 folks that I let into my house, Brenda and Bob, and I found them crying in their bed. And I had to look them both in the face and ask them if they would like me to finish the job. My ex-husband wasn't around. He was, I think, scavenging. He was on a run of some sort. They accepted my offer, and Brenda and Bob were the first people that I had to take care of. I still think about them all the time, because walkers and folks are 2 very different things, and I can only imagine where you are. Because you came in frantically with Presley. Like it wasn't your first time.
You know how some things, they stick with you. You go throughout your day and suddenly something happens. And you're not there anymore. You're back to that first time. When I heard that Presley was missing, it was just after everything. My heart's racing. My mind's thinking the worst. And I find him there on the ground. They're hiding. And for a moment, when I see them holding their arm, I see my daughter. I tried to teach her how to hide, how to survive in this world. She got cut. She got cut by a walker, and it's not as quick as a bite, but the infection does damn near the same thing.
Yeah.
I was just so worried.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
You couldn't finish the job. Jonah, I know for a fact that your daughter still loves you and is unbelievably proud of you. Because even after she passed away, she became a walker and she may still be roaming. You continue to help everybody around you like they are your daughter. You treated Presley like one of your own. And you didn't think twice about it.
Yeah. You know, Deborah, the first person I talked to about what happened, Her name's Winter.
Beautiful name. Was she born in the winter?
She was born on Christmas.
That's so beautiful. Wow. Yeah. I like that holiday.
She's the best gift I ever got.
And you were the best dad she ever got.
Thank you. For letting me let me tell you about Winter.
Whenever you want to talk about winter, I got an ear. I love hearing about people's kids.
I'll remember that.
Y'all can reduce the stress for that somehow.
It's cathartic crying together.
Yeah. We haven't checked in with Chase for a little bit. What's Chase doing right now?
Chase stayed at the wall with the map for a good couple minutes, trying to mentally plan and guess, and he's really bad with distance, and he's really bad with time. But just how long should this take? If there were no zombies, how long would it take? Okay, adding time for zombies, probably double what it would take normally, maybe more than that. Okay, and then what if I go this way, or what if I go this way? I think he stands there for a good while, especially while the others are distracted, and then it's really hard to, like, he's weighing the battle inside of, like, okay, leaving at night is really bad. Like, I can see that if I die 5 minutes after stepping out the door, that doesn't do anything, but also Eliza made a really good point, and someone being in danger is not going to stay alive for long. So how do I know? How do I weigh all the risks? How do I know the right time? And I think he's going to just go and start packing some stuff. Okay, like, what am I going to need? I need to have food. I need to have a weapon or weapons. Protective jacket. I need to have a jacket. I think he kind of is just, like, busily packing his stuff so that as soon as that decision gets made, whether by him or someone else, he'll be, like, instantly ready to leave. And medical supplies. He needs to pack medical supplies.
Cherry and Eliza. Do y'all notice Chase packing stuff?
100%.
Do either of you do anything about it? Do you approach? Do you ask questions? Do you help?
I think Eliza's gonna look at Cherry and just say, I need to apologize, don't I?
Also, if we want him to come back alive, we need to make sure he doesn't run off in the middle of the night.
Yep, okay. Eliza will kind of quietly walk near Chase, looking at the medical equipment. What is Chase picking out of the medical equipment? Just for curiosity's sake.
Like, a very random assortment of stuff because he has no idea like what he's most likely to encounter either for himself or when he gets where he's going. Um, Definitely like not more than this. I think in his mind he's like, hey, I could get hurt. Mac could be hurt. There's probably other people there, but I don't know how many, and I don't care about those people quite as much, even though that sounds bad. So like he's trying to bring like 3 of everything. Like, okay, me, Mac, and a spare just in case. Um, and I think mostly he's trying to think Shu through like his level of like, okay, what could I realistically, what am I going to be able to do on the road in bad conditions, moving? So it's mostly stuff that's going to be like a band-aid, not a fix-it. Like stuff to wrap up an ankle if it gets sprained, actual bandages to put on things. But he's not going to try and set up like an IV or something for himself while he's traveling. But he's trying to bring everything. He's trying to anticipate everything as best as he can, but also not take up too much space in the bag. It's everything in his mind right now is just like back and forth, back and forth. Like, I don't want to bring too much stuff because it'll take up too much space, but what if I need this? But what if I don't need it? And then I brought it anyway. Like, his mind is just kind of like pinball machine back and forth. So you also see him doing the thing where he'll like go to grab something and like freeze and then not grab it and then go and then like doing the like broken toy kind of motion of just like no while he's trying to pack up.
Eliza just kind of quietly will say, if you're looking for first aid to go packages, it's in that drawer.
Oh my gosh, we already have some packed. Of course we do. Yeah. I will take the pre-packed ones since we have them for when we go out, obviously.
You probably will want to bring extra things for travel, especially with that ankle. She'll kind of go into the med kit and pull out some like ace bandage, some different like Advil, that kind of thing, to a basic travel, like if you are doing a lot of walking, like the things that you would run into, stuff for blisters, that kind of thing. And she'll pull it out and just kind of rest it on the countertop.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Just, I'm sorry for my outward reaction. I should have a better handle on my own personal feelings and not have to put it on other people.
Oh, it's fine.
It's
I know
not-
it's like a lot to bring and
It's
there's
not
like a lot
fine.
going on.
There is a lot going on. I understand that you are an adult and this is what you're going to do. And I'd rather you do it as safely as you can than trying to sneak out in about an hour. It'll be dark then, and with what's going on in town right now, your best chance to travel is when you can see what's coming at you.
Yeah, I know. Deborah said that it should wait till that we should wait till morning until it's lighter out.
I don't talk about my family very much. You remind me a lot of my nephew. His name is Ren. About a few months ago, they went missing. And it was after something like this happened today.
I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
It's fine. That area of town is where there was a pretty big safe place in the beginning. And there's a lot of walkers out there, and not to mention of those that survived those first safe FEMA places. There's a lot of people that survived, and it wasn't from the kindness of their heart. It is incredibly dangerous where you're going. And if any of us can at all persuade you to not go it alone, just at least for my sake, if you can, take the night. Just think about what your plan is, what your route, all of it.
Yeah, I've been looking at the map and stuff, and I've not been over that way since. Like, I mean, I've been further into town than this, but I haven't been like all the way on that side of the town, which kind of like it sounds weird because like the town's not that big, but obviously distance is
It's different when you
bigger
can only run.
now. Yeah. So yeah, I haven't been over there at all. I don't know anything about what it's like. So that's good to know. And yeah,
Where
I would. Oh yeah.
where did they call from?
The Sam's Club.
Oh God. Okay. Um, it's doable. It's just going to take a lot of strategy.
Do you know something about like that area specifically?
I I know that we weren't able to handle the big box store.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah.
And Sam's Club is a lot bigger. Um, Not to mention, it's kind of the perfect place for any kind of survivors to try and stay in. Anything else of note when you talk to them?
It sounded like maybe they were like trapped inside. So maybe there's not walkers inside, maybe they're outside, which obviously I guess makes it worse if I'm coming from the outside to get to them. Um
Just a reminder, you did hear the word near Sam's Club.
yeah,
So you know,
true. I couldn't exactly hear like the order of everything that they were saying because like the words were
Got it.
jarbled and he was like repeating the sentences over and over again. So I don't know if they're like in the Sam's Club or in a building next to it.
No, I hear you. I get it. You probably would want to canvass the area around it before deciding to go. And if at any point it gets too dicey, you can always come back, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
And again, you do not have to do this by yourself.
Yeah, Deborah said that she would go as long as I wait until it's morning.
If you need someone, it sounded like your boyfriend was not in the best physical shape.
I have no idea. I was really only hearing like every other word. I'd probably have more information if I could have heard clearer.
I've had a day off of my feet. If you need someone with medical training to go, I'd be happy to accompany you.
I mean, I don't want like everyone coming with me. Like, there's so much else happening. Like I mean, I have medical training from you.
Just think about it.
But yeah. Yeah, I mean, you guys have to get stuff set up here with like the Spectrum, and we're still waiting for Deborah's brother-in-law to get back and figure out whatever's going on with that. So just like, I know again, like, I feel like I keep saying it, but there's a lot going on. I mean, I guess there's always like a lot going on, but it feels like now there's a lot more than normal going on. So I don't want to take you away from here if you're needed.
Marley's here and has far more training than I do. And anyway, if preferably, I know Cherry would like us to be able to get things moved over to Spectrum before any large outings. But you need to do what you think is best.
Yeah, I was gonna go talk to Deborah and see like when she thinks like we could leave. Like when it's maybe not like safest, but safer if traveling at night is really bad.
Yes, it is. You don't want to do it unless you absolutely have to. There's too many. Don't travel at night, okay? Just don't. You will be fine. You will do wonderful. I know you will because you are amazing. I just want you to be safe, okay?
Yeah. No, I'll be as safe as I can be, I guess, traveling. And I will wait until it is lighter.
Good. And if Chase allows, she'll give him a big hug.
Yeah, he'll let her, yeah.
I have some questions.
Yep.
So, while all this is happening, if I were discussing with Aiden the best way to like get across town near the Sam's Club, could Aiden and I write out some directions?
Yes. Though Aiden would have some questions. Specifically, are we sticking to main roads like highways? Or like what's the idea here? Are we going as the crow flies? Which sounds easier, but probably isn't, because there's houses and all kinds of stuff in the way.
I think for what Cherry's thinking, she would say like sticking to main roads for the most part, like the simplest, like when your friend who knows how to drive but's bad at directions is you're like, go to X street. When you see the sign that says this, you turn right here, and then something along those kinds of lines.
Yeah, so definitely. It's actually, if those are the directions you want, that's actually rather simple, because you could just write out directions to go down West Claremont, walk the length of it, get on, the highway, walk down 53 until you literally get to Sam's Club. That'll take you, right there, get off onto Gulf Road, and you'd be right there.
And I do think as Cherry's discussing this with Aiden, they like start explaining what they've heard about Chase wanting to leave and whatnot, so that Aiden's caught up. And I think after after Aiden writes out the directions with Cherry, she would be like, "How would you feel about going with Chase?"
I mean, I'd be fine with it. I could definitely go. Do you want me to go?
I mostly just don't want Chase to run off alone.
Okay, I can keep an eye out, make sure that doesn't happen, and be ready to go with Chase if he needs. Yeah, that's not a problem.
I trust your survival skills to help him out if that's the route we're going end up going.
Right? Yeah, I can keep an eye on Chase. That's not a problem.
All right. Well, we'll put that in our pocket for a moment because Eliza's talking to him, and I'm not sure what's gonna send him running or keep him here at this point, honestly. So, but I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. So here, I have a few questions, and I have a sort of idea of where I want to be. Because it is perfectly within the about 10 kilometers, according to what this game wants. Put you in a new sector to get to the Sam's Club from where you're at, which means it's a day's walk. I'd love to know. It sounds like Deborah and Aiden, maybe Eliza, are going with Quinn. And it sounded like the plan was also to move into the spectrum, correct? So I think we could do those as montages. You can get help from people at the spectrum, so we can kind of see that, and we can. Is everybody good with that?
And then we try on clothes.
Then the other question I have is, does Chase wait?
I think that immediately after talking to Eliza, Chase is gonna go find Deborah and ask, like, what's the soonest we can leave? Like, not, like, night, technically, night is, like, not all, like, it gets bright in the morning, right? Like, the sun is up in, like, the morning.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm gonna sleep very much tonight anyways. So, like, I don't think I'm gonna, like, be super well rested. Could we leave, like, at sunup? Is that safe? Because that's, like, the least amount of hours.
That's what I was gonna suggest anyway, so you're
okay. Yeah.
Maybe maybe because you don't think you're gonna sleep tonight, maybe just sit down. Maybe you should just sit down. Just, take some breaths. I think it's like in for like 4, hold for 4, then out for 4, and then just breathe. I think. I don't know, I read it in a brochure one time at the doctor's office.
Yeah, if that's like only a couple hours away, I mean it's already like night, so that's fine. So yes, the answer to the question being, there's a limited amount of time that Chase will wait, but if Deborah is also willing to leave in the, like, as soon as it starts to barely be a hint of light out, then Chase will wait for that.
Okay.
Deborah's got your back. Deborah loves love.
Jonah just watching this on the other side of the roof.
Hi, Jonah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in the morning, does Eliza actually go with Chase?
She would only go if Chase asked her. That is, like, she's not going to encroach. She's already made enough mistakes today. but she would only go if Chase asked.
Technically, it's a new day.
I think that Chase does want to bring as few people as possible, both for the sake of like moving quickly and quietly, and for the sake of not taking people away from like the haven and the tasks that you guys have. Um, he probably would tell Deborah that like I know some other people, like I know Eliza for sure, has like offered to come with us. Um, do you think like for being quiet is it's better if it's like just the two of us? Do you think, or do you think?
Yeah, honestly, like the least amount of bodies, the better. But if you want to bring Eliza for like help, I like you should definitely do that.
I mean, like, because she does seem like she maybe knows the area that we're going to, which is the only thing that
Yeah, so that's even better.
might be helpful.
Yeah, let's definitely bring Eliza then.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to take her away from the haven if she's got stuff going on, but she did offer to come, so
Yeah, then
I'll like ask her if
yeah.
she's sure. Yeah.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
think that the way like Chase words it is like he'll ask like, "Are you sure that you want to come with us? Like, are you sure you don't want to stay here?" Like it's very like it's not like, "Hey, you're ready to go." It's very like, "Are you positive? Are you absolutely 100%?" Like, because we don't need you to come with us. Like, I think we can do it just the two of us.
I will go where you ask. I'm happy to accompany you. That's no question. I just want to make sure you're safe.
Yeah. Do you think you have like a sense of like directionally speaking how to get there? Because it's like one of the things I'm worried about.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Okay. Then yeah, we probably shouldn't take anyone else.
Okay.
But just like you, me, and Deborah.
Okay.
So when you walk outside to leave, there's Aiden ready to go, waiting. Jay told me to go with you, so please don't argue. I'm going. I'm going with.
I didn't know that Sherry said that. I think that Chase like looks at Deborah again, like, is that okay if we? I feel like we keep getting more people.
I think 4 should be like our max. So if Aiden's ready, like we can go. Like we're not wasting any time. Like it would be different if Aiden were coming out in his pajamas, and then he was like, "I gotta go take a quick piss, and then we'll go." Kind of thing.
Yeah, you're right. Let's just go. And not waste any more time. If this is our group, then this is our group. And again, thank you guys for coming with me. You don't have to. No one has to, though. I don't think Eliza would let me leave on my own. So I guess someone
Absolutely
has
not.
to.
Someone has to.
Okay. So for the next day, we see our group set out and walk down. You walk down past the Kmart and a bunch of other stuff, right? And you get on to the highway. You walk down that, and it's all cars and all of that. Our other group, I assume, led by Cherry and Jonah. I maybe gets some of the people in Spectrum. Maybe somebody fixes a truck to help move stuff. But you start getting the stuff from the hardware store moved over. The hardware store itself isn't a great defensible building, but there's a lot of potentially useful stuff that you can take from there over to the Spectrum. Have you checked any of the other stores since you've been here? Do you take any of the stuff from there?
I would imagine we checked some stuff early on before winter really hit, but it was probably a lot more like what do we need right now situation at that point. So I mean, especially if we can get more help from Spectrum, and like there's probably lots of stuff worth taking from other stores as well. I also think just based on Presley, I would maybe have Presley and Marley in the golf cart with a bunch of stuff that's too heavy to physically carry, but the golf cart can just barely handle. And then Jonah and I could walk it, at least the first trip to the Spectrum.
Yeah.
Did the three of them come back from fireworks? Dalton, Vivian, and Harley?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're going to have to leave some kind of note eventually, but I don't know that I would do it the first trip to Spectrum from the hardware store. Or like I would maybe, I don't know that I would say where we went, but I would maybe leave a like, hey, things are happening, we will be back soon kind of a situation.
Right. Yeah, so there's a lot of this. A lot of people moving boxes, carrying bags, the golf cart slowly ambling around back and forth.
We can definitely keep up walking with the golf cart, at least that first trip.
But like at least it's something to like pile a bunch of boxes in one seat and have somebody drive, right? Like
Yeah.
it's something. Our other group, do you check like cars and stuff as you walk?
I think Deborah does, but never opens doors.
Chase,
'Cause
as
it's-
always, watches Deborah. Like when I'm at the Haven watching medical stuff, I watch Eliza. When I'm out, I watch Deborah.
Yeah, because like there's cars like laden with the stuff that people threw in and tried to escape with, right, and stuff. We get like in the montage, you taking out a few walkers as you go. You get off of the highway and walk down the road over. There's like a strip mall. It's got like beauty salon store, like there's a Quick Trip, another random gas station, Knuckle Burger, Walmart, and then there's the Sam's Club. You see it.
Chase, do you need some hair dye? I point to the beauty store.
Maybe on the way back.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Sam's Club, you don't like. There's a bunch of abandoned cars. You don't see any walkers. But there's one thing that stands out here in the parking lot specifically. Parked in the lane, like, in the driving lane, is this VW bus painted with flowers and, phrases of peace. Somebody's definitely like hand painted them. And there is attached to that like a old Airstream camper. It's just right in the middle of like the parking lot, right in the like main driving path through this parking lot if you were to pull in.
I would like to take lead and just I'm not gonna knock, but I'm gonna try to get as close as I can to hear if I can hear any voices or anything inside either the van or the trailer in the back.
Voices? No, you don't hear any voices. You don't hear anybody talking.
Okay. I want to get closer and see if I can look in any of the windows.
You can look in the windows of the van. Those aren't covered, but the camper, those are covered. The van has some like random supplies. You see boxes of clothes, boxes of books. There's a box or two of like crystals and a box of incense and all kinds of stuff like that in the back, in the way back of the bus.
I think Chase will like come up behind Deborah. Does it look like there's any sign of like people?
Yeah.
Here? Even if it's not Mac, like maybe they know where people are.
I mean, there's always the possibility. And then I turn to Eliza. Do you have your firearm on you? All right.
She probably would have talked to Cherry, be like, I don't want it, but I might need it.
I was wondering if there was any conversation about Eliza leaving.
I feel like that maybe like 6 years before in their relationship there wouldn't have been, but she's learned her lesson enough to know that she needs to go talk to Cherry if she's gonna do something incredibly stupid like going to the Sam's Club.
Nice. Okay. You don't have to fire. Okay. I just need you to train the gun on the door that I'm about to knock on.
Before you knock, gotta go back to the other group for a little bit. You spend your day doing all his work, right? You're tired and stuff. Jonah, you realize that in all this you haven't seen Tasha today. You vaguely remember somebody saying that Tasha needed to rest and that she was in her room. She turned one of the offices into a room, but you haven't seen her all day. You kind of expected she'd come out eventually, but you realize now, after getting everything moved, that you haven't seen her. You're muted.
It happens. I just, find someone who's been helping with the effort, whether it's Cherry, Marley, Presley, one of the other spectrum. Let them know that
You
I'm.
better come get me.
Sounds like it's Cherry.
Sounds like it's Cherry.
I'm sorry, but after all of everything that's gone on, if you don't come fucking find me,
with
of
all
all
this
people,
stress that I'm rolling, fine. It's Cherry.
I definitely tell Jonah, like, if you ever need anything, just talk to Cherry. I don't know if it sticks, but
I haven't seen Tasha. I'm gonna go check on her. It shouldn't be anything. Just she needed to lie down, and I get it. She's been put into a lot of pressure recently, so.
well, we've all had a lot of real bad luck in the last few days, so Why don't I go with you?
Sure. You know, I won't stop you.
And then you do notice Cherry pulls their sidearm and checks that it's ready and loaded. Because we've gone through this 3 or 4 times lately.
Jonah does not bring weaponry because Jonah doesn't feel that he needs it. Will this be a problem? Who knows? Yeah, I'll lead Cherry to the office that I know is Tasha's room, and couple knocks. Tasha, you in there?
No response. You don't see any lights on. No response. No noise, but no response.
That's odd. Can I check the door to see if it's locked?
It is unlocked.
Tasha, we're worried about you. I'm gonna come in. And I open the door.
The room is empty. There's like a desk that she's been using as a table. There is a cup of coffee, and next to it is a note. The note says, "Be right back. Went out for a smoke." But Joni, you notice something. You notice that that coffee is cold.
Just sort of braces against the desk there. Oh. I guess our luck hasn't improved.
I mean, you didn't open the door and find her a walker, so 60-40?
Well, she's gone out for a smoke long enough for her coffee to go cold, so I'd say more 70-30.
Well, this is your group, Jonah. What's the plan?
I want to tell Presley what's going on. And then I want to go find Tasha. And I don't think that you're going to let me go out alone.
You'd be correct.
He's learning.
Okay. Our other group. Liza, you have your gun ready. Do you keep it pointed at the door?
I think my military training takes over. As she takes a couple deep breaths before picking it up. Nowadays there's certain things that happened previously, and she just hates using them. But she picks it up and is ready to go.
What is Chase doing?
Super awkwardly standing there, like in the middle of Deborah and Eliza. There's too many thoughts for him to function right now, because it's like there's part of him that really hopes that it's Mac, and then part of him that's like, well, there could be just like other people and maybe they help, and what if like we open the door and there's a walker on the other side and I've just brought everyone into danger, and there's just like a whole loop of like this feels too easy to just open the door and have it be Mac after everything. So that part of him that thinks that doesn't really think that and is just looping through all of the bad things that are gonna happen when Deborah knocks at the door, but the possibility of it being Mac is still there, so he doesn't tell her not to knock on the door. So he just gonna stand there.
If you'll let Deborah, I just like kind of grab you and put you behind me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that Chase wants to be like, again, that part of him that thinks like maybe we're just gonna open the door and Mac's gonna be right there, wants to have it like so he can be seen.
Yeah.
So that if Mac opens the door, it's not like a complete stranger. It'll be like, it's me. So he's like visible, like he's just peeking out from behind you a little bit.
Absolutely.
So you knock on the door, Deborah.
Yes.
You hear inside, like some shuffling around, and someone opens the door. She looks out. You see like a 30-something white woman with, long blonde hair tied back out of her face. She is wearing a lot of necklaces that are a bunch of different crystals. Same with like the rings and all kinds of stuff. She looks out, she sees Eliza pointing a gun and says, "Oh, hi, you can put that away there. I promise there is no need for violence."
So what are you doing out here, bud?
I, well, I was making tea.
How are you driving this van?
Um, Biodiesel?
Okay. So like what?
Why don't you come in and have some tea and we'll discuss?
I'm so okay out here.
Uh, sorry. Uh, Honestly, we were scared that you were not going to be a person, but a walker. Uh, we are trying to find someone. Um, and she'll kind of look to Chase to say, maybe you could give a description of the person we're looking for, and we can
That
go.
would be helpful. Many people have been through here recently.
Oh, interesting.
Okay, yeah, his name is Mac. He's about the same-ish size and build as me. Honestly, he's a little bit taller. And his hair is short and dark, and he's Hispanic. So his skin's obviously darker than mine, and he's got brown eyes. Um, and he doesn't have like a lot of like piercings or tattoos or anything like super distinctive about him, honestly, that would be like a really clear helpful indicator. I know what he was wearing last time I saw him, but I'm hoping and assuming he's like not wearing that anymore because that was months ago. um but does that sound familiar at all?
She frowns at you and says, "Yes, I do think I seen him recently. A very troubled young man, but yes, I do think I seen him.
When and where did you think you'd seen him?
He was here just yesterday. That does, like I said, it sounds familiar."
So you saw him here, like you were here and he was here, like, because your van can like move obviously, but you've been here like in the
Yeah,
same spot.
I've been parked here for um About 2 days now.
Okay, so it's like within the last 2 days.
Yes.
Do you know where you went?
Um. Well, I don't know exactly, but um, again, I don't really feel comfortable out here in the open. Why don't you come in? I'm making tea, and we can discuss all this. I promise I have no weapons. And like I said, there's no need for violence.
Eliza looks at Deborah very cautiously.
I would prefer us to stay outside. Because, you and I were probably raised in the same, kind of vein. Stranger danger. We can stay away from that. And I don't know you.
Well, okay. Um, like, would you like to search my trailer first? Is there something
No.
I can do to put you at ease?
I'd just rather you not offer tea. I don't know. That seems very off for
It's
me.
it's just tea.
I don't believe you. Sorry. I brew my own tea.
Okay,
Or
okay.
coffee.
Well, you don't have to have tea.
I'm just gonna
Then.
probably stand if that's okay.
Well, you can always stay inside there, and we can stay out here.
Are you expecting anybody?
Expecting people?
Yeah, to come into the parking lot. You said that the
No.
person that Chase had described was here. Obviously not anymore.
Yes, like you said, lots of people have been through here.
Did you talk to him? It sounds like maybe you talked to him.
I did talk to him. Yes, like you said,
Why
was,
did you say that he was troubled?
he
I didn't
seemed
like that.
like he was having some. Like you said, I talked to him. He seemed to be struggling. His aura was really off, but everything was. He seemed mostly healthy. He wasn't injured, as far as I could tell.
I have this sinking feeling in my stomach that you're lying in some capacity, and I don't like it.
Okay. Hey, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Make a
Oh
roll.
no.
Like what do you want me to roll?
Empathy.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, and I have 0 stress. Let's go. Okay. 0 successes. But I'm gonna push the roll. So I take a stress for this, correct? Sweet.
Yes.
That's 1 success.
Okay. I mean, she is. You definitely, maybe not the sense that she's lying to you, but you get the sense that she is definitely trying to manipulate you into doing something.
I would like to pull my firearm and aim it at her head. So what you're not gonna do is lure us into your trailer, and we're gonna stay out here. And you're gonna tell the truth, and like whatever you're hiding is gonna just come out. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Deborah, it's okay. Like we can just if you just tell us what direction he went, we can go. We don't need to go inside. We don't even need to keep talking to you. If you just like say what way he went, we can leave and Deborah, my friend, will stop pointing a gun at you.
So here's the thing. You both get to say that, but Deborah pulled a second gun, She is going to slam the door in your face, and you hear like, I told you, violence is unnecessary. And that is where we're going to end for tonight.
I don't think I did anything wrong.
Deborah, do something wrong? Never.
No.
Deborah
Not
would never
possible.
do anything wrong.
Deborah's
I didn't fire
never
the
done
gun.
anything wrong in her entire life.
Not in her entire life. She had to kill her husband.
The question remains that we'll have to find out is, did she kill her husband because he was a walker, or did she kill her husband because she just got tired of Dick?
These are the important questions of the season.
Whoa.
We hadn't had a Dick joke yet tonight.
I was kind of sad about it. Thank you so much for filling my spot.
You're welcome.
Would you like me to lead outros, Sophia?
Yes, please.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Myrna. I use they, she pronouns. I've been playing Deborah tonight, who uses she, her pronouns. I had to say this for the second week in a row. I can't. Try not to use my accent. Second week in a row. Everything is nothing's been announced. So I got some recording and stuff coming up, but this is like the only consistent thing that's happening until November when my Power Rangers series comes back. Yeah, otherwise you can catch me on Blue Sky at Myrm with 3 R's. That's MIRRRM. You can read my poetry or some of my other shenanigans and cryptid messages that I've been putting out recently. So yeah, that's me.
All right, that's me. Hi, I'm Faye. I've been your resident sad dad, Jonah. Jonah uses he, him. Faye uses they, them. This is really all that I do besides my work. I'm a pro GM. You can check out my socials. I'm Feywild Witchling almost everywhere, and you can get details of what I do.
I think it is me next. Hello. I'm Mary. My pronouns are she, her. I've been playing Eliza. She's complicated. She uses she, her pronouns as well. As far as where you can find me online everywhere at the Nerd on Wheels. Coming up, it is Roll for Wishes season, and you can find me. We'll have another game of Field of the Dead first, but you can find me over on Pocket Dragon Pub for a special Vason one shot called The Muse of Galway. It is going to be set into the early Victorian era of Ireland. People are going missing in the city of Galway after people are going missing in the city of Galway, and once they have gone missing, and a beautiful work of art is left in their place. It is going to be up to a bunch of new investigators to figure out what is going on there. And we are raising money for the kids. We're going to have a bunch of fun ways that audience members can change the course of the game or make us do other silly things. So go ahead and check that out.
That passes it to me next. Hi, my name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns. I've been playing Chase, who uses he, him pronouns. He's anxious. You can find me.
Couldn't have guessed, Quinn.
I know, I've been doing a really bad job of playing it. You can find me here next week. That will be the next thing that I'm doing. And then a couple days after that, on Monday the 13th, you can find me also here. As it is Roll for Wishes season, as Mary said, and you should definitely check out all of those games. They're all going to be amazing. I will be running a one-shot for that here on Nerds with Dice of a system called Anomaly Hunters. It is a horror game, and it's a very special one-shot in session for me because it is my 1-year streaming anniversary that day. And so I'm really excited to be running something on that day and to be doing it as part of a charity game. So I will have another Roll for Wishes game after that, but that's way in the future, and we're not thinking that far ahead. So that is all for me for now. If you want to find out more or see promotional images. I do have some other like pre-recording stuff going on behind the scenes that will be released at a time, sometime. Who knows? You can follow me on Blue Sky at Quinn Beckham 27.
I guess that brings it to me then. I'm Cass. My pronouns are she, they. This is the only thing I'm doing at the moment. I'm like a TTRPG cryptid. I'm only in one place at one time because scheduling many things became a lot back in 2020. And yeah, I mean, I guess you could follow me on Blue Sky, but I mostly just repost other stuff that I see.
Hi, everyone. I am your storyteller, Sophia. Let's see. You can find me on Blue Sky at Nerdy Teddy. I am, you can find me later this month and in November doing a few things that have not been announced, but keep an eye out for them. I will definitely repost and talk about them later on Blue Sky. The only other thing I have for you is just some channel stuff, right? Thanks to our new uh, committee, charity committee team with Quinn and our new community events coordinator, Faye. We have some stuff happening for Halloween. We're going, we don't know the games and stuff yet, but keep an eye out for all of those games and stuff coming up. That'll be running between the 18th and the 30th. The 30th first. Sounds like I believe we're gonna have like a little game night in the Discord if people want to join us. Is what one of our other charity community people was hoping to do. Vivi is hoping to set that up. And then to cap it all off on November 1st, you can join us for a movie night. We're going to do a double feature, drive-in style, right? So early, what is it, 5 p.m., right? That's what we decided, 5 p.m. Central. We're going to start, with a slightly more kid-appropriate movie with Coraline, and we will follow that up with some zombie action because we're doing zombies here, so might as well keep that running with Train to Busan. And otherwise, we will see you next week, everyone. We are going to raid Fuzka, so stick around for that, and we will see you in a bit.